Anyway, yeah, just doing a quick rip down to the bank. Do some banking with my banker before we head out of town. It is July 4th tomorrow. The little missus and I are planning on heading out of town. And we're gonna make it to the great state of Colorado. We got some friends that live out there. Spent some time in Denver, spent some time in Fort Collins. So yeah, really looking forward to just kind of getting away for a minute. Although I do want to continue to ride my bike, get as many miles on it as I can. Made some changes since the last video. I swept the bars back a little bit because I noticed in the video that I was leaning forward a lot. My thumbs and forefinger were getting like a little cramped. This feels more comfortable for sure. Gotta watch this area. There's tons of potholes everywhere right here. Thank you, City of Chicago, for not taking care of your streets the way you should. This is also technically the bike lane right here, but you can tell that I'm not riding over there because you get bopped around all over the place. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the bike and why we chose this specific bike. I've been interested in the e-bike world for a minute. Was thinking about pulling the trigger on a different bike. And then a couple months ago, I saw that Ride1up dropped this one. I like the styling of it. I like the power of it. Kind of checked all the boxes for me. I do plan on getting a dual battery set up so I can double the range. Yeah, so far so good. Made that one work trip commute the other day that was in heavy traffic and got there in about 20 minutes from my door, where normally on a highway that would take me forever. Especially now with summer construction season happening here. They've got the highway all torn up and down to 2 lanes in certain spots. Right on my exit or on-ramp when I get on, if you don't get over to the left right away, you can't hit the express. And it's kind of a dangerous cutover if you're not on your game. So yeah, commuting by the e-bike was definitely a nice treat. On the last video, you were noticing maybe that my turn signal controller was bopping around all over the place. It was kind of annoying. I think I fixed that problem, I'm not sure. So far so good on this ride, we'll see, but it's definitely not running away from me, which is good because that's kind of a safety hazard if I'm worried about mucking around with that the whole time. All right, we're rolling up to my bank here. I take my bike inside the bank, which is nice. They don't care. They're really nice about it. It's early, so I don't think anyone's going to be there yet. Come on. That was a delayed response. All right, let me do my banking and I will be right back. All right, we're done with the banking situation. Fast and painless, just how I like it. We're gonna cruise on home, eat some breakfast, and then we have to actually book a car and get out to the airport because Our flight is at 11 a.m. and it is currently 7:35. So busy day. I messed up my ankle pretty bad last week. I'm not sure how, but I have a trick ankle that I had rebuilt in 2010. So that's going to put a damper on the trip for sure, because we wanted to do some hiking and outdoor activities, but there's not a lot we can do with that bum ass ankle of mine, unfortunately. What did I just run over? Jesus. Hope that doesn't give me a flat. We'll find out. Another thing I want to do on this bike is I definitely want to upgrade the brakes. Just need more stopping power. I don't feel like this bike has enough. They're good for like pedal assist and 20 miles an hour stuff, but when you're whipping at 32, 33 miles an hour and you got to come to a quick stop, they're a little spongy. We'll get there though. I'm just still enjoying the bike, and I really don't want to take it to a shop and have any downtime with it at the moment. All right, sorry about that. I had to get the missus to preheat the oven so I can get my breakfast. Yeah, this riding position right now with these bars is way more comfortable than what I had going on before. I don't feel like I'm just leaning way too far forward and all my weight's on the bars. One thing I noticed is my horn is a little lower than I'd like. I kind of have to come off the bars. What the fuck are you doing, idiot? Kind of have to come off the bars a little bit to reach my thumb down there, which would have been helpful to have it a little bit more closer to my thumb at that moment right there, because that guy was a moron. But such as Chicago drivers. See if we can time this light. Boom. Yeah, so right there, that little moment, this brakes made me a little more nervous than I wanted to be. I didn't feel like I could stop on a complete dime when he cut in front of me and slammed on his brakes and wouldn't make the turn. also noticed a little bit of squeaking, I think, in my front rotor. When I got the bike, I did take it to my local bike shop because I had an issue with that front brake where it needed to be bled right away. And unfortunately, I didn't have the bleed kit. We're gonna beat you, truck. We're gonna beat you. Yeah, I didn't have the bleed kit, so I had to take it to them. They were able to take care of it for me. And I noticed the squeaking just started happening recently, so hopefully that's just the brakes breaking in and it'll go away. If not, I'll have to look at it. But like I said, I want to replace these rotors and pads anyway. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this ride. As I said, we're about to head off to the airport. I want to thank you for coming on the ride, and if you like the video, you like the content, feel free to subscribe. I'm not going to beg you, but it does help out the channel. Have a happy, safe, and 4th of July, and I'll see you on the next one.